In Zoom, we have Tim, John, and Maura. How are you? How are
Doing
you
good,
today?
thank you.
Nice, very good. How are you, John? Okay, no problem.
Hello อาจารย์
Hello, Ajahn. Okay, I hear you. Okay. Um, here I think the microphone, the speaker should be louder. Okay, ครับ สวัสดีครับ Mona. How are you?
Hi, John. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you very well. Thank you. Thank you for attending the class through Zoom. Although you are not forced to, but I really appreciate the choice that you made. Okay. And for the person in the class as well, I really appreciate your attendance here. Okay, nice, nice, everyone. Okay, welcome back. Happy Chinese New Year. Right. Okay. I also appreciate your attendance as well, although you are not forced to, but this is something that you choose to join. Thank you very much. I hope that I will give the class in the way that meet your expectations. Before I start the actual lecture on the course content, I would like to let everyone know about what is going to come, what is going to be like in the next week, which is the week 8 of our course, and it is important because it is the midterm. It's a midterm week. Midterm exam is going to happen next week, and the thing that is going to be happen is the Zoom will open around quarter to 6, so that I would like to make sure that everyone have no difficulties attending through Zoom, because you are not forced to actually physically come into the faculty on campus to attend or to sit the exam in person. Because if you come in the faculty to sit the exam in person, I will also ask you to go online to do the online testing anyway. Okay. And okay, imagine you are in the Zoom. So I will make sure that everyone come into the Zoom. And when it is 6 o'clock, I will talk a little bit about what the requirement is going to be. And I can tell you now that, okay, I will say that the test is something that you have to do within a certain time, which is 1 hour. 1 hour test for the quiz, midterm test exam, and it will cover about 50 questions that come from the quizzes that you already seen in the weekly quizzes. So any one of you who hasn't started doing the weekly quizzes, I think it is a very good idea to do it during this week, so that you familiarize yourself with the questions. And next week, when you see the question again, you will be able to give the right answer almost right away. And the good thing is, if you can score more than half of the questions, it means you will get a full mark. I know that, oh, that is very relaxed, because I decide the course to be like this, because I just would like to let you know the score that you got, although it gets to 75 out of 50, you will not get a full mark, sorry. But if you get 26, okay, you get the full mark, and the full mark is very little, about 5 or 10 points out of the whole the percentage, right? Not very much. but that is kind of an immediate feedback to you that, oh, although I got 26 out of 50, Ajahn give me full mark, but there are a lot of room for improvement. And that it is more meaningful to the adults, young adult learners like you to get the feedback like that. And at the same time, not get punishment by getting that kind of feedback. Because I would like to create an environment that is so friendly for everyone to participate in the course. And the written test is going to be like that. And another part is, are you okay? You can change to other seats, no problem. And another part is something that I think really have to put a lot of effort in it, because it is something that you really need to use later or now in your career, which is the plan writing. Ajahn, but the quiz and the multiple choice exam is so good for me. But in terms of the meaningful of the score, is not that much, because in your real life situations, people, I think, not going to ask you what is the terms means, or what does it mean by secondary, publics, what does it mean by focus group. No one going to ask you the definition like that. But in the quiz, I'm going to ask you those kind of questions. So I think to let the student know about the terminology, although it's important, but not that super important, but just to give some kind of alerts that maybe you should read some book, and that's all. Okay, let's come back to the plan writing. In the plan writing, I will allow you to have almost a week when we need to submit the plan. Okay, the 12th March. So you have about a week to finish your plan writing and submit it to their system. And pardon? All right. The deadline is the March 6th. And also, I would like Pierre to review the work of your friends by 12th, March the 12th. No, yes, March the 12th. You don't have to review all of your friends' work. You just select two most favorite works that you would like to review and give feedback to your friends. Your objective is, I would like you to read your friend works and learn from your friends' work as well. And this way, you will feel that you have got some kind of social integrations. You learn as a group. There is a lot of supportive environment that you can actually seek help for if you need. And if you see that, okay, this friend is very good in writing, you can obviously compliment their work. And then you will know that if you have got any questions, you can also ask from this person as well. And what else? When you give comments to your friend work, not only the positive thing, maybe you can also be specific about what good things in your friend work is about, what particular part of the work that you like the most, and if you spot something that it might be something that your friend can improve or can refer to for deeper statistic or deeper analysis, or something that can enhance their work. You can give the links or give the analysis to help your friends' work to be better even better for the next round of submission in the final exam. And what else? And your comments will not involve in my grading at all. It just shows your kindness to your friend. And I will mark in the way that I will anyway. Okay. And what else? I will also give you feedback from me. And the mark, I also will let you know as well. And when? Sometimes around this week as well. So that you will have enough time to improve your work. So when you improve your work, it means that you integrate my feedback with your friends' feedback as well. So the work that you are going to submit in the final exam will be very, very comprehensive, not only from Ajahn perspective only, but from different people. And the strategy is, if you submit earlier than other peers, other classmates, it might be very likely that you will have got more comments than those who submit last minute, until not many people can see their work and give comments. And that is going to be really limited input for you to make improvements. Is that make sense? Okay. And you might be also understand that why I have to say all this kind of instructions this week, because if I tell you about what I expect next week, during the time that you are so stressful, all the instruction will not be registered in your head. Okay, that's why I have to clear everything with you now. Okay. Now, any one of you would like me to clarify anything further so that you are quite sure about what you need to prepare for the exam and what it's going to be like in the next week, so that next week we will minimize the discussions and focus on the sitting the exam, right? Any? Really? Okay, okay. Yes, yes. Thank you very much. The platform for us to do the online exam is the My Course View. And I will be able to give you the score just right away, one click, and you got the score, and you say, hey, Puma. Yes, that's all. And at the same time, you will see your raw score as well. Sorry that I cannot confidentially announce the score, right? We have to really make it like, individual student will, okay, it's not, your score will not be revealed to any other person. I will click the check, and then you yourself have to go back into your account and see what your score is. So it is confidential. Okay, good, good. I think this is a good system. Anything of any questions? Yep.
Week 1 to week 7.
Yes, questions cover week 1 to week 7. You're all right. And for the final exam from week 9 to last week, to the last week. Is that manageable? Right. I like to try to make sure that everyone includes in feel very comfortable to be in the class. in the in the online testing, 50 questions, 50. Am I right, Khan? You think yes? It's quite a lot. Quite a lot. Only 1 hour. Is it open book? It's it's not open book. No, it's not open book. But for the strategic plan writing, it's open book. And how can I evaluate that it is anyone is cheating or not, right? It's up to your integrity. I believe in your honesty. Oh, yes. Yes, trust-based. 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 Is that mature things to do? Yes. Trust no one? No. If you trust no one, you cannot live in this world. Yes, relationship built on trust. Although you don't trust, but you have to pretend that you trust. Yes. Yes, understanding. Yes, yes. So you understand that the test that I make is based on trust? Yes. Right. And as you can see, I intentionally allocate the percentage of the multiple choice exam to be quite small, right? Only 10% or 5% of the score. It's not worth your integrity, I think. You will remember what you did for the rest of your life. It's not worth that. Okay. So, Tim, John, and Mora, do you have got any questions? Do you have anything that you need me to clarify or want me to clarify?
No, it seems quite clear,ครับ.
Okay. What do you feel right now, Tim?
Well, it seems like there's going to be quite a lot to study, like kind of go back and review the quizzes.
Right. Okay, you are right. You your answers cover what you feel and what are you going to do next in one answer. Okay, very good. And what about you, James? James.
Go back to review the quiz, what I doing wrong, and prepare for the exam.
Oh, yes. Okay, thank you very much. So everyone seems to know what you need to do. Go back and review. Very, very nice, very nice. And in terms of video watching, so how far have you been watching the video? What is the last video that you watched then? What is the last video in this course that you watched? Not on Netflix or YouTube? Can you remember what's the last video that you watched?
Episodes 9 and 10, I believe, like for this week.
Okay, let's check. Can you tell me what did you hear in that video, Tim?
Sure. So some of the things that I heard are, firstly, that like when we design the message, it has to be short, clear, and catchy. And the information that like the message is like information that the company wants their target public to know about, and something that is applicable to the target public.
Yes, you captured the essence of the video very nicely. Okay, I will. In what part of the video that you would like me to clarify further or not? Okay. Is there any?
For now, I think like looking at my notes, it's most of them seems quite clear. Maybe like there are some parts some of my friends need.
Okay, very nice. Thank you for letting me know that I am quite clear. Thank you. But any time that you find that there is something that you would like me to clarify, do not forget that I am just only one click away. I'm in the Zoom group and in the Line group, so you can ask me in the Line group to clarify terms or what actually I mean by using this kind of phrase in the video or in the textbook. Okay, let me elaborate a little on designing messages. Why I put it in the plural form rather than a singular form. Can anyone explain or make a guess? Yes, yes.
Yes, would be because there are different types of channels to deliver a message. So that's why it's in plural form, because it's not only one message, but different types of messages.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Because there are so many channels, so we might need more than one messages.
Like when you are creating a plan, you have different objectives. So different objective need the different messages.
Okay, very good. You have got a lot of objectives. So each objective might be in one message, not in the other message, right? Okay, very nice, very nice. What else? Can anyone make more guesses? Brainstorming, why messages have got plural form now?
Brainstorming. Right?
Yes, brainstorming.
What do you think?
I think since the methods are not so strict, that can be applied to many different, yeah, it's flexible.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yes. You mean methods? This is methods, very nice. Okay. And more, I would like to add that the reason that we have got a lot of channels to use in the plan, a lot of objectives to meet in the plans, and a lot of ways to deliver the message in the plan is because we have got more than one target public in a plan. This is the key factors this is the key factor that we need more than one messages. For example, if a company would like to tell that they are going to invest in new models of planes like Thai Airways International that is in the process of bankruptcy, but they still need to invest in newer version of planes and manage the older versions in a reasonable way. But they would like to say that they cannot stop buying new model of planes. By saying this, do you know what is the goal of the organization by saying that? The objective is to make sure that the company is not going to stop operating. This is the main goal, and we are aiming to strive not to get out of the business soon. So they would like to gain trust back again. This is the ultimate goal. And to gain trust, they have to talk to first person is the investor, right? And they have to gain trust to the supplier, which are the company that sells planes. So that the suppliers will not ask for upfront payment. They can give some credits to Thai Airways. This is also important in the business, right? And also they have to talk to the media as well, that the company is still operating and not going to get out of the business. These are the publics that they have to talk to. And to talk to the investor, what are a good channels to talk to the investor? Maybe press release will do. What else? Meeting, seminar, and annual reports, and quarterly reports as well. So these are the investor channels, and the form of messages in different channels that you talk to the investor will be different. And the message that you tell the investor will also be quite different when you talk to suppliers. And when you talk to media, also the message is quite different when you talk to the suppliers, because the aim or the content of the message kind of change per publics, and the channel as well change per publics. And this is quite important, that you have to have one key message. Although you have got multiple messages that accommodates the understanding of for each particular publics, but still you have to have key message that every publics will understand the same thing. Is please kind of trust in us, because we are going to continue operating. But the rationale underneath, or the case underneath those key message will be different as per the target publics. Does that make sense to you? Very nice. And the frequency and the reach and the methods will be kind of different as per target publics. Okay, so thank you very much, team, for opening up the discussions about designing messages. What about you guys? What was the last video? The problem is that it is not as updated as message designing video. It can be something earlier than that. We'll do as well. This is to stimulate you to really think about what is the last thing that I saw about this course. I would like to share with my friends, no problem. What was the last thing you remember about this course? The importance of strategic communication. What about you, not Jan, Jan, okay. What was the last video?
It's week 6, and I don't remember
That happens because sometimes you watch the video, it's so enjoyable, and okay, what did I have just watched? No problem. What did you see in the video? What did you see? You see me. Okay, what phrase that actually, okay, this is a good phrase or good word or confusing words in the video? Oh, you make notes, very nice. What were the words that you note down? Right.
About stakeholders and including in levels and limiters and a producer and customers.
Right. Oh yes. Okay, good. The target publics can categorize in 4 categories: producer, enabler, limiters, and what else? Customer, producer, limiter, and enablers. Right. Okay. So you have to think who are who in those four categories so that you can prepare the message in the later process, in the later stage better. For the limiters, you don't have to ask them to love you more. At least they don't raise higher barrier. That is already good enough for your case, or you delay the effectiveness of the law that it's right. That is already good enough for the limiter to do for you. And for the supporter, maybe you have to ask or them to help you more. And okay, so for example, in the investor group, you can analyze the investor into four categories as well. Some investor is the fan that they always invest in your company, but some investor is going to tell other investor to also leave your company. So you have to really understand the subgroups in one target publics so that you will talk to them in better kind of understanding. And what else? And if you don't, at the same time, you can also analyze the subgroup of the investor into something that you're already familiar with in terms of the demographic and psychographic. Am I right? This is a very basic thing that you usually do. The investor that love investing in our company is young, but the investor that stop and also call their friends to stop investing in our company is those who are older. And they have got a lot of things to concern. This is their psychology and their value is blah, 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 blah. So you analyze your target publics into other categories as well, so that you will have got a very, very good analysis of your target publics. Okay, so there are many ways to analyze the publics. And when you analyze the publics, do not forget to also really know where they would like to get the communication or information. So older people the investor who love investing in our company is this age group. They are risk taker and they always use X to communicate, and they go into this forum to gain information about speculative stock. So in this case, you will be able to select the channels in a very specific way, and they usually invest in the stock that the community suggests, and the head of that community is this person. So you also know the influencer by analyzing the analyzing the target publics. But for the person who don't like to invest in our company, is kind of older people. They have got a lot of fear in the company that not perform well, but have got a lot of stories, and they would like to invest in the stock value stock, and their communication channels that they trust is the televisions, documentaries, and the news commentaries. And the guy that they really believe in is this new reporter and this economist. So if you would like to influence their idea about our company, you have to go through those communication channels. So by doing this, you can really analyze your target public in a very, very detailed way. But anyway, in the strategic communication plan, you analyze, you have got a whole section about the target public analysis, but I did not expect you to write 10 pages about target public analysis. I just expect about 1 page at most, at the longest, or if you cannot cover that, maybe 1.5 pages is the maximum. And primary publics, secondary publics, and tertiary publics is something that you have to really understand. Who are they? How are you going to approach them? Thank you very much. And I hope that what I cover here is going to help you a little when you go back to watch the video. Okay, next, do you want me to talk about anything about the video further? No, because
อาจารย์ครับ
yes, ครับ Tim.
So actually there's one section that I did find a little bit confusing in the second video about creating a message, and this one is from the elaboration likelihood model. So you talk about 2 concepts, which is the one sec. Let me just look at them. You talk about 2 concepts. One is like the central root, and then one is the peripheral root. So could you help me kind of understand that a bit more clearly?
Very nice. Thank you very much, Tim. Okay, very nice. In the video that talking about making the message that based on the theory of elaborate likelihood model. Okay, and in this elaborate likelihood model, talking about 2 terms that very confusing for many students. Okay, I have to say that what you are talking about, that it is confusing, it's right, because I also confused when I first heard about this theory as well. The basic idea, the fundamental idea about the elaboration likelihood model is it is likely, very likely for an individual who are really interested in that topic to tell about the reason that they make any decision or buying something based on the information and facts that they receive from the communications materials or persons who they trust. This is very likely if that person really knowledgeable about the topic that they are buying. For example, if I am a computer savvy, I really know in and out about the latest trend in computer industry. So when I make a decision to buy what computer for my professional use, I will likely to use the information and facts, and I trust only the person who really acknowledgeable in the computer industry that I really also respected them, comparing to the person who are not knowledgeable about the thing that they need to make the decision. For example, I don't want to make any discrimination. So, okay, me in the next life, I am not that computer savvy. I just use computer for some leisure experience, looking for something to watch on YouTube, music. I don't use computer for professional or career. So when I make a decision to buy computer, it is likely that I will use other things apart from real facts or evidence. I might buy my computer based on the color of the computer, based on the advertising that the computer company make it look so appealing. The computer company use the influencer, celebrities, singer that I really like. And it is very likely that I will buy the computer based on those two. So in this case, you have to really analyze your target publics. If they are really knowledgeable about the topic that they have to make the decision or not. If you already analyze that, the public is really into this topic and they are very serious about it. Do you think that you should use fancy ads with very little information? Use only celebrity, walk around and good music? No, because it will make the person feel turned away from what you are saying. If you already analyze that, okay, this group are knowledgeable and they really need information. Instead, you provide them the information that they need and keep those kind of peripheral route like color, music, celebrities, aesthetics kind of things to be minimal. But anyway, it has to look good, but not that elaborate, not that much. But if that topic is very superficial, it's like candy, like something that you can buy for very little money. And if it is wrong thing, they can try it again next time, like chocolate. If that person is not really the chocolate guru, okay, they just buy chocolate for self-random. So the ads will be very, very colorful, very lighthearted. You don't have to tell them about the ingredient percentage, the nutrition facts, because that is going to be too much for those group of people. So you focus on the peripheral route instead of the central route. So the central route is about information, fact, and serious kind of thing. The peripheral route is something that is not the core idea of buying that thing. Is that clearer, Tim? I'm sorry that I take some time to clarify.
It's clear. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is it clear? Okay. Is this the first time that you heard about the word ELM? Yes. And you liked it? No? Okay. Okay, let's go back to ELM. Can you also give me some examples that ELM actually in action, in really relatable to what you found in real life? Can anyone help? The central one is about the serious stuff, right? But the peripheral one is about something that's superficial, basically. Yep. What is the product that you are going to talk?
For example, like a skincare brand, if it launched like a new serum, central route
What is it again? Serum?
like skincare. brand,
Skincare.
yeah.
Okay.
Like central route would be like the detailed ingredients about the products or the benefits of it, and peripheral route would be more like the presenter or the creative appearance of the ad.
Yes, yes, correct. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So you have to really understand your target publics so that you can design what route you would like to go. Mhm. Okay, that's very nice. Anyone can give more examples? Have you heard of this word before? Product involvement. Yes, last mention. Yeah. Product involvement. Okay, high involvement and low involvement. What is what can you say the name of the product that is very high involvement to you? House and car. Okay, if you buy a house, you buy it because of the color of the house or the location of the house. Location. So this is the information that you want to know. Where is the house? Right. You don't care much about what color is the house or inside. Right. You prefer black, but if the black house is not in the right location, you definitely don't buy it. Right. Yes. Okay. What about a car? Okay. Black. Okay.
I prefer
Black. Everything black. Yeah.
and like nowadays I prefer eco car
Mhm.
and the brand maybe Audi.
Yes.
Yeah, but expensive, so yeah.
No problem because you like it. Okay. And you kind of research quite a lot about the differences model of Audi and different sub model of the Audi and the year of the Audi car and also who designed the Audi car. So it is very high involvement to you comparing to maybe chocolates that you don't really have involvement at all. So whatever close to the cashier, you just buy it. Right. Okay, good. Thank you very much. So high involvement to someone, you use the central route to them to approach them. And if it is low involvement to that person, you can use the peripheral route to them. Okay. Good. Thank you. Is that relatable to you, Tim?
Yes, Kap. It helps understand like the concept better, and assume like when we actually craft our message in like ads or basically anywhere, it cannot be too central and it cannot be too peripheral either, right? We have to find like a delicate balance between the two to kind of get the message to the target.
You are right. Yes. Yes. Mix in the balance mode. Yes. Very good. Very good. You are totally right. Okay. So next is the activity. Okay. Today we have got two activity that I would like you to participate online and in person. The first activity is about Johari window. Johari window. Johari window. Johari is the short form of a person name. The person names read quite long. So the models just call Johari. But the person who created the model, his name is Joseph Love and Harry Ingham. So it's called be Joe from Joseph. Ha is from Harry. Ri is Harry. Income. Okay, Joe Harry window. The name of the person and window. Okay, what window? Window is like this in the most part of the world. It's look like this, right? And this is the glass, I think. Okay, this is the window. So that you can see it divided into 4 panes, P-A-N-E, 4 pane, 1 pane, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mhm. The A can is about this theory, this model is the model that you use to understand yourself better. The first one, the open self, it is the self that you show to others. Sometimes you show yourself as the funny person, light-hearted person. So this is your open self, and everyone know, and you want everyone to know. The B is the hidden self. It is the self that you know that you are that kind of person, but you don't want others to know. So you hide that self, just keep it to yourself and don't let other people know. And the B, blind self, it means that you don't know that you are that kind of person, but other people know that you are that kind of person, but they just don't tell you. So you don't know that they perceive you as that person. Okay, while I speaking, I would like you to think about yourself as well. Is there any possibility that you are that person, but other people don't tell you and you don't know until they tell you? Mhm. And the last one is unknown self, which means you don't know that you are that person and that kind of person, and the other also don't know that you are that kind of person. This is the unknown self. It's something that you will discover or other people will discover. The question now is why we need to have this Johari window into this course, because it is something that I would like you to actually understand yourself as the strategic communicator, because sometimes the first thing that you have to know about yourself, this first thing that you need to know is yourself. Otherwise, you will be enemy of yourself. When you make the decision, always bias, because you use yourself to be the center of the world to make decision. So very good. And the idea is to make this part of the window A, as large as possible, and to make the window pane to be smaller as possible. So the ideal shape of the Johari window should look something that not equal. It should look something like this: A, B, C, and D, like this. This is the something that is good. Why? I said that, or the Johari said that this shape, this allocation, this design of the window is the best. Can you tell me why?
Guessing again.
Guessing.
My guess would be because we can discover things that we don't know about ourselves, and we can see our strength and also our weakness, and we can also improve from what others see from us but we don't see from ourselves. I think so.
Yes. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. More ideas, please. Why we should be make open self as large as possible. That area to be as large as possible. Okay. Let's make a guess.
Why we want to make A the biggest,
Yes.
right? So people, if they know you more, understand you more, they're more likely to understand the messages you want to give.
Yes, understanding. Yes. Do you want to try?
I think it's also about trust. If you open yourself more, then it's going to be more trustworthy in terms of the message you send.
Yes, thank you. Do you agree? Yes. Can you tell me why do you agree? All right. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for the answer. Everyone, please big round of applause for yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What you guys say is true because if you open yourself and let other people know about yourself, it means that you are transparent and people kind of be able to expect to the right thing from you. Yes. And when you behave in a predictable way, you gain trust. Although I'm not so sure this is not in the textbook. Although I think when you act negatively in a predictable way, you still gain trust because people can expect that he is not going to agree with you for sure, and you also respond in the same way that they predict. You still get trust. Otherwise, you will just keep inconsistent. People don't trust in person who are inconsistent. Sometimes say yes, sometimes say no, sometimes no, sometimes yes, with no ground or guiding principle at all. That's no one going to trust. Right. So open self, although it is positive self or negative self, when you open it up, people be able to predict what they can get from you. This is going to increase trust. And for B, okay, why we have to minimize the hidden self? Because if you hide too much of things, it will make you authentic. And when you are not when you are unauthentic, people might be able to discover one day, and that's the time you will lose trust. Am I right? Yes. So if you are not that person that they kind of expect, you just let them know that, no, I'm not that person. I'm not a high soul girl. I'm not a high soul boy. I'm just ordinary middle class man who also has struggle with you. So don't expect me to be spending a lot like water. This is very easy to manage, right? So just open self. Next, C, what is it? C is the blind self. People might already see through you, but you don't see that you are that person. Why you have to minimize this? Ajana, maybe, yes, it's a good question. Do I have a blind self? If I know, if I have a blind self, it's not blind self anymore. Yes, yes. When people told me the area of my blind self getting smaller. When you grow up, when you have got a very good friend to tell you the thing that you might overlook about yourself, then that person really make your blind self area smaller. Okay, that's good. I invited a lot of friends into my house party, right? And one good friend of me from very young age tell me that, Achan Smith, I think your host is to elaborate until that until himself not comfortable with. This is the blind self that my good friend tell me that we are friends. You don't have to make the party that elaborate. The fork, the spoon, the wine glasses, everything I prepared is just too neat until it make the uncomfortable atmosphere for friends. Feel kind of yes, yes. How I feel about that? I feel part of it, I kind of angry, offended, but later on, I feel thankful. Yes, that next time when I do the house party, I should make the atmosphere as friendly as possible. It's not about the decorations, it's about the conversation. Right. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Thank you. And what about the hidden self? Hidden self, of course, no one know, and you yourself don't know. So the faster you know, the faster other people know about you, it's going to be benefit for sure. Okay, so let's show. So instruction, what are we going to do in this activity is, please write, list the adjective that display. Okay, please take a chance to read the instructions.นี้มันต้องมี choice ให้ด้วยนะOkay, Kun Khan is going to show the adjective. Sorry.ต้องดูในอะไรใช่ใช่ใช่ใช่ใช่ maybe เป็น number ดีกว่า Okay, please see the list of the adjective to put in each pane of the window. Okay, a lot. There are 50 adjectives. Adaptable, where in the pane that you would like to put in. Maybe you can, okay. Adaptable, calm, logical, able, confident, dependable, trustworthy. Which one is for your open self? More than one, more than one. Just write on the window. Write on the window. Pane A, open self. That's been 2-3 คนแล้วเนาะได้ Are you wise? Are you intelligent? Are you extroverted? Or are you introverted? Mhm. Okay, this is better list. ขอบคุณมาก You cannot write all the 53 adjective into the open self pen. Mhm. It is the self that you would like other to know, and you know that you are. Yes, other know, but you don't know. No, no. If it is the open self, you can tell people that you are that person. Or hidden self. Oh, yes. Hidden self, you don't have to tell. Mhm. Only A. No B yet. No B. สวัสดีครับ Okay. How are you, Nomura? How are you, Takumi? Are you okay? Okay, next. We will ask 3 different people to choose a few adjectives from the list that they think describe you. So fill in the pane C. And if they choose the same one, simply make a star for some indications or swap your worksheet for someone else. So your fellow classmates to get to know what others know about them that they don't. Mhm. Okay. Swap. Actually, I should print out the worksheet. That is going to be easier to make this activity. And now we are doing the step 2 of this activity. And to let other people talk about or describe about you, it's something that very beneficial to you as well. So your friend will help you a lot in this blind self to minimize the area of blind self because it become known to you. For example, if you're open self, you describe yourself as extrovert, but actually your friends say that no, you are introvert. What does it mean? You have to talk more. You have to accept going to party more because people still believe that you are introvert rather than extrovert as you expected, right? Which you can sit closer to your friends so that you will be able to uh, uh, okay, good. Sit closer, sit closer. Jane, please accept your Peach mobile phone so that you will help her to understand herself better. This is something that friends, good friends do for another good friends. For example, some people might describe themselves as kind. But by myself, your friend said that you are powerful. It means that maybe you have to reconsider your action in the group discussion. Mhm. Some person or something like that, or sentimental. And Rashida, I would describe you as religious. And clever. Mm. And independent. Rashida, you are independent. You can work on your own. Mhm. And Ipti, I would like to describe you as kind of responsible. You're responsible. And you are organized. And you're logical. And so you are quiet. So you are quiet, reflexive. I can see that you know what I am you always know what I am saying. But you don't say it out, but you understand it in yourself. You are reflexive. And so I think you are sentimental as well. Emotional, but in a good way. Okay. Okay. So we will do the step 3. Step 3. Once you have chosen a few adjectives and describe other people, and now it's time for you to keep the computer for yourself, and now you will fill in your hidden self, and you don't have to share your hidden self to others. You don't have to share. And for sure, there will be a few adjectives that you would like to hide and don't let other people know about it. And this sheet will not be shared in the discussion forum or anything. I just would like you to keep it for yourself and use it for, I don't know, a guidance for maybe the rest of your life, so that your aim is to minimize the pain C, D, and B, and increase the pain A as much as possible. Okay, so I think the rest of the adjectives can go into your pain D dog, D. Why? Because it is something that maybe you have it or you don't have it, whatever, everything is going to pain D. What is the good things about letting people who you trust tell you about who you are? It's because once they tell you about who you are, it's not going to be blind self anymore. You can move it back to your open self. So the size of the A pain kind of increase. And for the hidden self, if you have almost half of the list in your hidden self, I think you are going to go into the madhouse soon, because you have a lot to hide. Because you cannot be yourself authentically, and you have got always two personality. I think that is not going to be healthy to live a life like that. Okay, so I would like to relate it back to the communications. When you understand about yourself more and people understand about you more, it will create understanding, right expectations, and trust. Am I right? And as an organization as well, if your organization have a lot of things to hide, that is not going to be very good. But if your company, what they do, it's something that they actually talk about themselves or portray themselves. So it is very easy for the other stakeholder to deal with you, and that create the trust in the long term. So make sure that you portray yourself in the way that you are, or in the organization that it is like that. That is going to be easier for everyone to deal with your organization. Is that make sense? Okay, good. Next, these are the food for thoughts. You can read it when you have got more time. Next, it is the second activity. The second activity for tonight is the activity that is called, oh, there are 3, cognitive dissonance. Okay, cognitive dissonance. Cognitive is something that you to think. Dissonance means it's not congruent, which means it's not aligned. It's not aligned. It's not the same way. So maybe James, last time we practicing pronunciations, so that when you give the presentation in the last and final week of this course, you will be clear as much as possible, and everyone will be able to understand you more. So last week we practicing read out the instructions slowly, clearly, and gracefully, just like you are the news reporter in the national television channel. Okay, so it should be clear and confident, but and don't speak too fast, so that because when you speak fast, when you speak fast, it less clear. So you try to pronounce every single consonant.
Okay. So sometimes there.
Sometimes, okay, and you have to, sometimes there is a gap between what we think and what we do.
Sometimes there is a gap between what we think and what we do. Then you do something well knowing it is wrong. Unethical or just stupid. You have a bad conscience later. At some point in our lives, we have all had this feeling. For example, flat
Earther.
earthers experience cognitive dissonance when they are confronted with evidence that the earth is not flat but round. They try to ease the mental discomfort in one of the following ways. One, they express negative emotions like anger or ridicule. Two, they restrict the source of contradictory data, which allow them to retreat into themselves and suppress the uncomfortable facts.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You are getting there. Thank you. Please give a loud applause to him. Hey, James, you are doing very good. Very good. When you speak slower, it's more clear, right? Okay, thank you very much. Next, do you believe in the flat earth or round earth? The earth is flat or round to you?
Maybe
Okay, maybe. You're not sure? You are sure that the earth is round. Okay, it's round. But some people kind of think that the earth is flat. Nowadays, do you believe so? But when they found out that they are wrong, they try to do something else that confirm that they are not wrong. This is what we kind of tell about cognitive dissonance. Okay, next, as humans, we prefer it when our world makes sense. This is why cognitive dissonance can be distressing sometimes. When something that we believe and it turns out that it's not what we believe in, it makes us kind of distressed, disappointed, and we have to adjust ourselves to make sense of it, right? Instructions. Read through the following examples and try to keep up with ways, either rationalize it or ways to do better in the future. Pick it up, okay? Can you explain this scenario to your friends? Read by reading this a few sentences, a few lines.
Okay.
Slow. Yes, don't rap.
Let's say you have a dog that you take for daily walks around your neighborhood. Like any responsible dog owner, you carry plastic bag and always clean up after your dog. One day you realize you forgot the bag well halfway through the walk, and your dog chews the moment to do his business. You take a quick look along the street, no one's around, so you call your dog and hustle away. Once home, you begin to feel guilty. You know, it's not right to leave your dog mess. What if someone stepped in it? Or it ruins your neighborhood's lovely garden.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Please give a big hand to him. Yay. Yes. Okay. So next. So you have to pick it up, right? So what would you do to ease the cognitive dissonance or mental discomfort in this case? Crying. Okay, you just cry. Or, okay, you just cry because when you cry, you feel that you already get
Yeah.
punishment from what you
Just
did.
to let it out, all the guilt
Yes.
I experienced in my life, not in my life, in that
Situation.
situation. So when after I release the emotion, then I would feel relieved,
Forgotten.
I guess.
Forgiven.
Yeah,
Yes,
maybe.
because I already punished myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I just punish my dog then.
Okay, yeah, something that you can do as well. Okay, this is something that you can do to adjust yourself to be able to live in this world. Yeah, yeah, compensate. Okay, good. Thank you. Because you cannot live with your guilt. So you have to do something to relieve the guilt. Correct. Okay, next, getting enough exercise. Okay, chances are you value your health. You make a conscious effort to choose nutritious foods, try to avoid processed foods and soda, and shoot for 8 hours of sleep every night. But you spend most of your day sitting at your desk. You tell yourself it is okay since you are taking care of your health in other ways. You still feel guilty, though, because you know it is important to be active. You even joined a gym a while back, but you never go. Every time you see the membership tag on your keychain, it reminds you of that risky truth that exercise is part of a healthy lifestyle. So in this case, what would you do to ease the cognitive dissonance or mental discomfort in this case? Cancel the membership, yes. And what else you can do to ease the cognitive dissonance? Make your life better?
So you can either change your action or your belief, right? So you either change your habit and go to gym, or you change your belief, like stop thinking about it at all.
Right, right. Yes, correct. What else you can do that? You can do.
I think it's good. Cause like I already paid for the gym, so that means that I don't have money to buy my food, so I can lose weight.
Ah, you have got an excuse that it is the right thing to keep paying the gym membership. So, okay, yes. Okay, good. So you are right. When the thinking and the action is not aligned, maybe you have to adjust one or another, right, to make it align. Okay, thank you very much. And then eating, can you help?
You consider yourself an animal lover. You've always had pets, and whenever possible, purchase products that are taste on animals, on test on animal. But you also enjoy eating meat. So you know some animals are kept in the inhuman conditions before being
Butchers.
Sorry,
Slaughters.
yeah. You feel guilty, but can't afford to buy meat from pastured raised or grass-fed animals. And a meat-free diet isn't realistic for you. What would you do to ease to the cognitive dysnosis of
Dissonance.
sense of mental discomfort in this case?
Okay. So what would you do? It seems like you have got a way out.
Because first one, if I don't eat meat, I will die. But they already died, so yeah, it's okay.
Oh, right. So you change your thinking.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And keep doing the thing that you like to do.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And what else that you can do?
I think like we said, you either change your behavior or change your belief. So in this case, you can think of those animals as like the necessity consumption that you have to do every day in order to survive, and then eat it anyway.
Okay, so you keep eating it, right? Okay, thank you very much. So, as a human, we have to feel not guilty so that we can live our life, not going to the mental house, right? So, okay, so you have to adjust your thinking. So, food for thought. So, cognitive dissonance is not necessarily a bad thing. You are doing the right thing. It can prompt you to make positive changes when you realize your beliefs and actions are at odds with each other. It can be negative, however, if it leads you to justify and rationalize behaviors that are harmful to yourself or those around you. You could even get so caught up in rationalizing it that it stresses you out completely. And next time you are experiences cognitive dissonance, instead of stressing about it, try to work through it and come out better on the other side. So, as I already told you earlier, if you already hide by the organization that contrast that their value contrast to your value, you have to either one, change the company that you work for, or change your individual value to match the organization value, as long as that organization value is not too far away from your individual value, or maybe your value is not right at the first place. So that is another cognitive dissonance in action in everyday life. Okay, is that clear? Because not always in our human life will get something that align all together or every time. So you have to be able to adjust, but you have to know that why you adjust like that. Is it correct or not? Okay, next. The last one, the unimaginable mode. Okay, let's take a look at it. Instructions. Is there anything you believe in that you cannot prove? A lot. On our journey through the different models that can help you make better decisions, we have come to rely quite heavily on models. Models made it easier for us to imagine abstract ideas and explain them. They can give us a framework to work from. Is it possible that models are preventing us from seeing things for what they really are? Possibly. Because when I talk that there are two exits for this kind of decision, maybe there are more than two exits. John Smith just told me so that it's not really realistic. So in the 18th century, Adam Smith warned against getting carried away with a love for abstract systems. By 20th century, Albert Einstein received a Nobel Prize for recognizing that models and other logical systems are ultimately a matter of faith. So not true, just faith, right? That you hold. The science historians and philosopher Thomas Kuhn argue that science actually only works to prove its models and ignores any evidence to the contrary. So basically, something that we create is actually kind of limited ourselves to the reality. Sometimes we believe so strongly in a specific model that it becomes a reality to us. An example here is the widely held belief in the existence of God. I'm sorry. We can imagine the existence of a God, although we may not be able to prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. So the true side of intelligence is not knowledge, but imaginations. So the idea of this kind of thing is, although we are trained to be a scientific kind of person, but anyway, you have to also think about something that you cannot even imagine about. This is the unimaginable model. Also, that something that you have to always keep in your mind as well. Okay, let's take a look at the following model for further explanation. Imaginable, yes, you can think about it. God, you can think about it. Gravity, eternal love, yes, you can think about it. But God is not provable. Gravity is something that you can prove, is provable. Black hole is provable, but it's kind of difficult to imagine, unimaginable. And maybe God is a woman, who knows? Yes, only God himself know if he is a boy, a man or a woman. So this is something that's unimaginable and unprovable. So the models, what models actually tell you about reality then? Can anyone kind of reflect when you see this model? Is it tell you about something? Give you a new idea? To see things. Yep.
When you want to persuade or like convince someone, right? For example, even though some people have religions, some people have religions, but some people don't have religion. So, I mean, in this case, what I'm trying to say is that sometimes when we try to, let's say, persuade or like tell other people who don't have religion about like, oh, God actually exists, but they choose not to believe, it's because of the communication, it's not provable. So, I mean, it does make sense for others to not believe because it's not provable. So, in this case, in communication, I think it's important to have something like a proof or something so that you can be seen as someone reliable. Maybe that's
maybe.
That's my guess.
Yes, your guess. Yes, that makes sense. What about this model tell you? What is model tell you? Something new to you? Bob, do you want to tell about your feeling about this model? What this model feel to you? Do you think that God is can be a woman? Yeah, he can, or he or she can be a woman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why? God can be any
Genderless.
person. I don't know how to say.
I don't know how to say, because it is something that maybe you haven't imagined about, but when I raise it up, yeah, that can be true as well. And no one can actually prove. Maybe Bible or Al-Quran can write about what he or she would like to write about. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. And the representation of things seem to be male, so that it can be giving the status to male gender rather over the female. Maybe, I don't know. No one can prove. So in this kind of when you have got this kind of metrics in your mind, I think more or less it's make you more open-minded about something that you thought it might not be possible. Yes, it opened a room for you to accept new thing that even you not imaginable and not imagine about it before. So when you communicate with other people, if you have got only the fixed idea, only provable is something that you can believe in. Not always true. Something that people say about can be reality in their perspective as well. So you to minimize the conflicts, you have to have open the room for something that you have never imagined about before, although it is not provable. Accept it as it is. Okay, thank you very much. So I would like, I don't think we have to, okay, let's try. This one is kind of a fun thing to participate. For example, this one, I ask you, vampire real or not real? So it will take a whole day to talk about it, right? And what next? And this is the vampire in our century, that this kind of imaginable or unimaginable. And once it is unimaginable, but you talk about it, it's kind of become interesting as well. So new narrative get produced rather than repeating the same thought again and again and again. Right. Next, please. Hip hop music makes sense. Tastes better. Is something like that. So there are a lot of unimaginable things. It is Katsu, the Thai traditional type of ghost that Katsu. Is it unimaginable in your country? Oh, so it's imaginable. Oh, yes. Kuyang. Oh, Kuyang. Okay, nice. So there are a lot of possibility for imaginations, right? Okay, thank you. So I think we should. Okay, I think we should end our activity for this session so that you will have got enough time to actually go back to read the textbook and also watch the videos and write the first draft maybe about the strategic communication plan. And I will stay until the last person leave the class because I'm so sure that you would like to discuss with me. I'm so sure, really. Because in my last year experience, a lot of people talk to me during week 7. Because next week, week 8, I am not going to available for you for discussing because it is the exam time, right, during that week. So I should not discuss with the student. So this week is the only chance for you to discuss with me about the project or things that you would like to do for the midterm exam. Okay. So thank you very much for attending the sessions online and in person and after the class as well. Thank you very much and have a good week นะครับ Bye bye. See you next week at 5:45 to make sure that you are not have a technical error. Thank you. Please give a big hand. Yay. Oh, before you leave or while you are waiting for your friend to waiting for your friend discussing with me, waiting for your turn to discuss with me, I have got some snacks from from the international conference. Actually, it's come from the Moru Mahidol Oxford Research Unit. Okay, that they organize this snacks at this conference. And okay, we can maybe you should wash your hand before taking the snack because we do not have the utensil. You have to use your finger. You have your antibacterial sweat, so it's okay. Enjoy. Maybe we can have the snack outside so that you have got proper sitting. It is very delicious. It comes from V Hotel and Gallery. Yes. Thank you, Rashida, for bringing this. And the spring roll is vegetable. Yeah. Vegetable. Should we eat? Yes, yes, yes. Are you worried about writing an exam? Yes.
It's like next week we have exam, right? So you said 50 questions, 1 hour. Also, there's a written exam or just like 50 questions, 1 hour?
50 in 1 hour, and when you complete, you can just
So
go.
and for next week we have the communication plan, right?
You have to submit as per the deadline said.
So that's like whole thing, right? On the
Yep.
also like Hazel.
And you also have to give comments to your friends' work as well.
Right?
To friends.
Also, one more thing I wanted to ask. So Hazel, like because of some family problems, she had to go back to Myanmar, and I'm not sure when she will be back. So I wanted to ask, like, is there any possibility to like do it online?
Yes,
exam,
yes,
right?
yes.
Next week. So I'm not sure if she may will be back, but I'm just wanted to ask because now she's not answering for now.
Yes, reach her in a safe environment as well. The safety is the first priority. So whatever she likes, she's a special case. I will definitely accommodate her
Yeah,
study
I don't know, like
to be peace of her mind. She will not get any punishment at all, even though she did not attend the midterm exam. But it's best for everyone that he attend exam at the same time as their
yeah,
classmate.
I will tell her.
But if he really not be able to, just let me know.
I will let her know, like, just to talk with you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hello, Tim. How are you?
Hello, Hab. I'm good, thank you.
Okay, what do you have got any agenda for the next?
Just like wanted to share like a small update with
Yes.
you. It's not that won't take that long. So I'll share my screen. Here we go.
Oh yes, I can see the screen. Digital divide in Bhutan.
Yes. So wait, huh? One sec. This oh, it's okay. Yes, yes. There we go. So I just wanted to share, like, last time when we met, you shared with me like a really long, extensive list of theories or concepts that could be used to help assist in the research. And after like reading through some of them and having ChatGPT also sort through them, GPT gave me this list of like 10 concepts that could be a possible good fit for the research. And even still looking through these 10, I decided to choose these 3 highlighted in yellow as the main concepts to focus on. And this is mainly because like some of the other proposed like theories here, or sorry, concepts seem to be more of a solution rather than like something that we can study at this moment, as in like we can use them to suggest further steps in the future. For example, technological workshops and integration communication, intergenerational communication, youth engagement in digital spaces. We can use these theories for like in the further steps and say that this is what we can look into in the future, and that we can actually do research on those. But for the current research that I'm doing right now, because we're focusing on intergenerational communication and also how media affects the communication, I thought it a good idea to focus on these three concepts.
Very good, very well selected. I like the rationale behind your selection as well. That reflect that you understand what you are doing. Yes, very nice. And the digital divide in Bhutan, the first one might be the background of your thesis, like rationale for the background. I think the background, the context of
Right.
your
Yep.
right. Okay, good.
Yeah.
But we don't have to really write about it half of the report, but
Right.
you write about the digital divide in Bhutan as for the background, not the main meat of the meal.
Yes, we can just say this is we're doing the research because of this. Because
Very
of the
nice.
digital, yeah.
Okay.
So so this like now I just have to actually find sort of research papers using Illicit to help define these concepts more, especially because like we need them in literature review, right? So I will just have to find research papers on intergenerational communication, on like evolution of media communication, and adoption of like media communication technologies, and like have them in the literature review. I've not done that yet. Well, working on it.
Okay, good, good. So can you please tell me the plan, the action plan? Can you share the action plan with me? What is in your mind right now?
So I think like for our next meeting, I will have the research papers for each of these concepts as a backbone for the literature review. I think that's the first thing that I will complete. And the second thing is I have to finalize the actual proposal that will be submitted to the committee. So I just have to restructure everything and like see if everything is in there according to like the structure that was given to me. So the two things that will be completed by the next time we meet are those two tasks.
Wow. Okay, good, good. Right. Thank you very much. And I know that there are a lot of things that you have to prepare for the coming week. I believe that other courses also going to ask you to sit the exam as well. So please manage your time well. And if you really not be able to make much progress in the thesis, it's understandable. But when you have got a chance to make progress, do not lose that chance during the week. Okay? Okay, so thank you very much for your commitment and trying very hard to make progress in the thesis ครับผม How do you feel right now?
Feel okay, I
Okay,
think, yeah.
yes. Do you know the website Scholasy?
Scholar C. No, not heard of it.
No, okay. And there is another AI tools, Dog Analyzer AI.
Dog Analyzer?
Yes, Dog Analyzer AI.
Dog Analyzer, yeah.
The logo is the image of the icon of ants and ants.
Okay, I think,
You can upload PDF files of the literature review, maybe 5 or 10 of the literature that come from the same topics, and
Yep.
then you chat with the analyzer.ai, and then it will give you the information that it takes from those uploaded literature, not from any hallucination of the AI. Is
Correct.
that more accurate in a sense, do you think?
Yes, yes.
So doc analyzer. Have you found it?
Yes, docanalyzer.ai, yes.
Okay, if you don't know how to use it or techniques to use it, maybe you can use the Google to search for influencer in this app to help you learn how to use the Doc Analyzer AI efficiently.
Yep.
Right. And do you need any more suggestions?
For now, I think I'm good.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ครับอาจารย์
บ๊าย
Same
บาย
to
ค
you
รับ
ครับ
ครับมีน้องคนหนึ่งอยากโทรหาน้องโป๊ขออะไรที่นั่งตรงเนี้ยครับผมโอเคให้อาจจะเป็น Very good. Okay, so and for the summarization of the focus group, I think you can you are independent. Right. I'm not here. I have to do in other conferences. Tomorrow morning, very early morning. Where we have to can go for something. Yes, wedding. Yes. But you can come early. Okay, do they know that you're coming? So definitely you're engaged now.
So I prepared the presentation. I prepared the presentation, so when I present at the Cairo, Egypt, the whole presentation. They're going to be one of my days.
Not under review. Because we have the atmosphere of how the international conference will look like, what are the structure of the conference and participation will typically look like. Or if you are not a typical one, you can also say that this is not a typical one, but this is what I prepared.
But then we have to spread the full aspects of technologies and the phone and everything.
But you have to make sure that you do the role model for the missions, like when you not go further than 15 minutes or 12 minutes.
Yes, and for me, I have made it very simple so that it's easy to understand. It's also part of my PhD 6.